But the danger that I want to highlight to you tonight is not anti-Semitism on the left. It is anti-Semitism on the right. And I'm here to tell you, in the last 6 months, I have seen anti-Semitism rising on the right in a way I have never seen it in my entire life. Listen, CUFI is extraordinary. The work that CUFI does is desperately, desperately needed. But I'm here to tell you, the church is asleep right now. If I pick up my phone and send out a tweet, if I say good morning, within minutes I will have hundreds of blatantly anti-Semitic responses. When Prime Minister Netanyahu was here a few months ago, I sat down with him for a couple of hours. I raised this issue with him, and his first reaction was, he said, well, that's Qatar, that's Iran, they're paying for it, it's AstroTurf. And I said, Mr. Prime Minister, yes, but no. Yes, Qatar and Iran are clearly paying for it, and there are bots, and they are putting real money behind it. But I am telling you, this is real, it is organic, these are real human beings, and it is spreading. In the last year, we had 3 prominent voices on the right publicly muse, gosh, maybe Hitler wasn't that bad a guy after all. Yes, he was. He was the embodiment of evil. And I asked Prime Minister Netanyahu, I said, imagine how different American political history would have been if Rush Limbaugh had been an anti-Semite instead of a philo-Semite. We would have a fundamentally different country if Rush Limbaugh had spent years spreading poison. I want to tell especially folks that are no longer teenagers or in your 20s, this poison of anti-Semitism on the right, it is spreading with young people. It is gaining traction. Part of it is philosophical. There's an isolationism, so they will argue, what business do we have supporting Israel? Why should America support Israel? It's their problem, let them deal with it. And let me give you an answer as someone elected to represent 31 million Texans and fight every day for your jobs, your freedom, and your safety and security. The United States supports Israel not because we are helping out a down-on-his-luck neighbor. We're not engaged in a charity act. The United States supports Israel because it is unequivocally in the national security interest of the United States to support Israel. Those who hate Israel hate America. Those who hate Jews hate Christians. There is a reason the Ayatollah refers to Israel as the little Satan and America as the great Satan. Every year, the United States provides roughly $3 billion in military assistance to Israel. The benefit we get from that, the Mossad, the intelligence resources. You look at Iran, where they knew where every anti-aircraft weapon was, every military leader, every IRGC leader. That benefit, if America tried to replicate that intelligence network, it would cost us tens of billions of dollars. And I will tell you, every lunatic terrorist in Hamas or Hezbollah or Iran that Israel took out, made America safer, and the United States of America should say to that little nation, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's why, as a matter of public policy, we should support Israel. By the way, have you noticed all the pro-Hamas protesters? After the ceasefire, what did Hamas do? Hamas lined up Palestinians and began shooting them in the back of the heads, and none of those protesters seemed to mind. They don't seem to care at all if it's Palestinians being killed by Hamas. It kind of makes you think maybe it's just an excuse to say how much they hate Jews. By the way, have any of the protesters talked about the 50,000 Christians who've been killed by Boko Haram and other jihadists in Nigeria? No, they don't care about that either because it's not Jews doing it, so it's not their problem. But I want to close with this as a Christian. Look, Pastor Hagee, the work that you have done, the work that CUFI has done to mobilize Christians across this country to stand with Israel, it is incredibly important. But I will tell you, there is a movement among Christians, particularly young Christians. The public polling numbers of support for Israel among young Christians is plummeting. And they're being spread lies. They're being spread lies, isolationist lies, that we should withdraw from the world because nobody wants to hurt us. But they're also being spread theological lies. They are being taught replacement theology, which is a lie that the promises God made to Israel and the people of Israel are somehow no longer good. They are no longer valid, that when God made a promise, he didn't mean the promise he made. And instead, it is an argument that the Christian church has replaced Israel and the Jews are no longer God's chosen people, and all of the promises throughout the Bible are now a dead letter. Now, I'll tell you, I was grateful, Pastor Hagee, when you were preaching earlier tonight. You addressed much of this directly and head on, and that is important. I want to call on CUFI. I want to call on the church. This is a growing cancer. A decade ago, when the Democrats saw it rising, they did nothing and they lost their party. I will tell you this, I will not remain silent. And it's easy to feel like, okay, we don't need to worry. We just want a war. Trump's been elected. Peace in the Middle East. Okay, our job is done. Breathe a sigh of relief and let's go to the ball game. But when I said that tonight was the most important of the 45 nights to honor Israel, this was the reason more than anything. Not the grief and not the victories, but the danger. The church is being corrupted right now, and leaders in the church need to engage and say the Bible is not silent on Israel. The Bible is crystal clear on Israel, and in the church we will stand and fight. Each of you here, each of you at CUFI, the millions across America and across the globe, you were put in this place right now today for such a time as this. And I'll close the way I opened by saying, God bless Israel. God bless Texas, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.